So I see this thing. This cracks me up. All these apologies, all these post-game admissions, all this hindsight. All ACC, and did you see this? The ACC announced, hey, our bad. We butchered even more calls when reviewing the tape of the Miami-Duke game. Our bad. Another apology, another admission. If you don't change the outcome, it doesn't matter. There's a saying in hospitality. My wife used to work in hospitality. When you make a mistake, you burn the steak. You go on the cruise ship and everybody gets sick. It's called recovery plus one. That's a term used in the hospitality, hotel business, rental car business, restaurant business. It's called recovery plus one. And what it means is to avoid being badmouthed if you're a cruise liner and everybody gets sick. You give them that trip for free and another trip for free. Recovery plus one. If the ACC was a cruise line, your entire family would get salmonella. Your son also contracts norovirus. The cruise ran out of water, and the cruise line says, we feel terrible, our bad. You want to book your next vacation now? We'll give you 5% off. That's not good enough. I mean, yes, there were 16 lousy calls, but only one on the final play that if called knee down would have ended the game and Duke wins. You got to do better as a conference than, hey, it's our bad. Name another business where our bad with no compensation is accepted. Name one. Even our government has eminent domain, fair market value. If they need your land, you get fair market value. So even if our government butchers something and says we need another 74 acres for our airport, eminent domain, you get something in return. And to illustrate how tone-deaf the ACC is, they gave Corn Elder of Miami, who scored on a play that shouldn't count, the ACC Special Teams Player of the Week. You have got to be kidding me. That would be like the chef of that cruise ship that gave my family salmonella, getting the Carnival Cruise Line Chef of the Week. You gotta do better, ACC, and stop all the we butchered even more calls when looking at the tape. Remember Mike Pereira came on? The senior guy at NFL, now works for Fox, who said it was such a butcher job, they couldn't even get it wrong right.
I don't care what they say. He used replay to overturn the call of an illegal block that occurred at the 25-yard line, which replay is not allowed to do.
So the officials not only butchered even more calls, that when they one of the butchered calls, they weren't allowed to butcher. They butchered a non-butcherable call because you're not allowed to review the play they reviewed. They couldn't even get the review, the preview, any view right. It's just incredible. In no other business would you be allowed. Even our government is held responsible if they mess up their planning and they need another acre and they need more room around the airport. They got to give you something. An apology's not good enough. Duke deserves that win. That is awful. That conference is right now embarrassing itself.